Elimination against the Phillies. The pace setters this year in the National League looking to move on to the championship series. It's game 4 of the National League Division Series on TBS between the Phillies and the Cardinals. For the visiting Phillies, Jimmy Rollins again leading off at shortstop. Chase Utley is at second base. Hunter Pence will be in right field, and Ryan Howard, the local boy, batting cleanup. Shane Victorino will be in center field. Raul Ibanez back in there in left against the right-hander. Placido Polanco at third base, hitting seventh. Carlos Ruiz behind the plate. And Roy Oswalt batting ninth for the Phillies against Edwin Jackson, who was very impressive down the stretch for the Cardinals after coming over in a July trade.
As we mentioned in the open of the show, a really good fastball in the mid-90s with some late movement. He has a slider and a straight changeup that he'll use to complement that fastball. You see his numbers on the season, making his first postseason start here in front of the home crowd at Busch Stadium.
First pitch, fly ball center field. John Jay battling the sun, going back, and he's not going to get it, and it will bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. John Jay completely had no idea what that ball, lost in the sun as it landed. Jackson's 1-1 pitch and a fair ball down the right field line. Rollins will score easily, bounces off the barrier, and Utley rounding second. He's going to try to go to third. Here comes Berkman's throw. It's cut off, and a triple for Chase Utley, and the Phillies quickly take a 1-0 lead. So Utley, who had 2 doubles coming into this game, now adds a triple.
Just inside that first base bag, down into the corner. It hits that area of the stands where it juts out. Lance Berkman was going all the way down near the foul pole to cut that ball off. He had to reverse directions, come back toward the infield. Chase Utley with one last peek over his shoulder there. Doesn't bother to pick up the third base coach. He knows he can.
With Ryan Howard on deck and the first pitch, and there's a line drive, base hit to center field, and that will get Utley in for a 2-0 Philly lead. And this crowd is stunned. Rollins with a first pitch double, Utley with a triple, and Pence with a single, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Phillies.
Right off the end of the bat by Hunter Pence, got just enough of it to float it out into shallow first.
He takes off, and strike 3, and the throw to second base. Out, a strikeout, throw-out, double play. And a big boost for the Cardinals and Edwin Jackson as they get Ryan Howard. Pence is nailed, and there are 2 down, and the bases are clear.
Kind of a late start by Hunter Pence. The breaking ball on the outside corner. A called strike on Ryan Howard, and the rocket-like arm of Yadier Molina to Rafael Furcal to complete the strike him out, throw him out double play in the estimation of second base umpire calls on stolen base attempts.
Victorino lifts it out to left center field, and Matt Holliday in the sun makes the catch. A batting order brought to you by Autotrader.com. Rafael Furcal leading off. Skip Schumacher hitting second. Back in the lineup after not playing the last 2. Albert Pujols hitting third, and Lance Berkman batting cleanup. Matt Holliday will be in the 5th position. Yadier Molina batting 6th. David Freese hitting in the 7th slot. 8th hitter is John Jay, and Edwin Jackson batting 9th against Roy Oswalt. Last pitched here in June. As you look at his pitching numbers, went on the DL after going just 2 innings because of a pack injury, allowed 4 runs. So he missed a good part of this year. The count is 0-2, and Furcal strikes out for out number 1. And a line drive, base hit over Polanco's glove, and a 1-out single by Schumacher. And a shot to right center field, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Schumacher will be waved in. Rounding second, coming to third. They have trouble getting the ball in, and the run will score, and Berkman goes to third, and it's 2-1 as the Phillies had problems getting the ball in from right center field.
Ball was smoked into the gap in right center by Lance Berkman. A middle of the plate fastball. Shane Victorino had all kinds of problems Thought it was going to work to his advantage when the ball hit the wall and ricocheted back to him, but his right foot slid out from underneath as he tried to turn and make his. Berkman ends up on third.
They ruled it a double and an error. Charge to Victorino to get the guy to third base, and here's Rollins throw to first. Ibanez goes down, and the second strikeout for Edwin Jackson.
Ability to command his secondary pitches.
And Ruiz goes down, overmatched on that end. Took something off that pitch. Strike three. Ball getting away from Ruiz, who makes the throw to first. One away on
the low 60s. Not that time, 92-mile-an-hour heater to blow away David Freese.
Ground ball to Utley. And that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning with two wall in center field. Now the sun has disappeared from that area. Broken back ground ball. Tough play for Schumacher. And will not be able to make a play as Rollins is safe on an infield hit. So Rollins now with 9 hits in the series is a base runner with 1 out. Freeze at third. And that'll do it. 1 hit and 1. Fastball, and out of there is Jackson. That is the 4th strikeout for Oswald. And a base hit, stroke to right field. Schumacher 2 for 2 is aboard with 2 away. For the most valuable player. And he chases it, strikes out, and that'll do it in the 3rd inning. And Howard strikes out and throwing to first for the putout. Howard striking out for the 2nd time, and 9th time in a row he has been set down. Here's the 2-2 pitch and a fly ball to left field. Holiday has room, and Roy Oswald to the 3-ball count for the first time in the game. Walks Berkman to start the 4th inning. Derby. Here's Holiday, and Holiday is hit by the pitch and will trot down to first base the first time and then walk Berkman. Hit Holiday, and there's a drive hit to right center field, and Pence is going back and makes the catch. Tagging up and going to third is Berkman. Going back to first is Holiday. And there's a shot, base hit down the left field line into the corner. Berkman will score the tying run, and they're going to wave in Holiday, and he will play at the plate, slides in safely, and the Cardinals lead 3-2. David Freese with a 2-run double.
David Freese throughout the regular season was a real good off-speed hitter when the pitch was in the strike zone. That time a straight changeup. You could see the front foot came down, but his hand stayed back. Ripped that ball down into the left field corner. Very aggressive send by Jose Oquendo, the Cardinals' 3rd base coach. We've talked all about Matt Holliday and what he brings offensively to this Cardinals team. He's also a very good base runner.
Change up, and in the air to right field. Hunter Pence makes the catch in front of Victorino to retire. Here's the 2-2 pitch to him, and a line drive to left field, and that'll drop for a base hit. So Polanco has the 5th hit of the game for the Phillies, leading off in the
about the opposing lineup.
Here's Pujols, will handle it. Makes the play unassisted to retire Rollins.
Middle's now popped up.
And there's a Squirrel that ran right in front of home plate. We saw the Squirrel yesterday, and now he's in the stands. So obviously with tickets for each of the first 2 games here in St. Louis. And Oswald now talking to the home plate umpire Angel Hernandez about the distraction this was. Here it is.
Well, fortunately for the Squirrel, he's low to the ground, Dick. Back in 2001 in spring training in Tucson, Arizona, Randy Johnson had a similar situation with a dove flying in front of home plate. The dove, however, was not as fortunate as the Squirrel.
And the dove was a lot more peaceful. Popped up in the infield and struck out. And he slices this one to right field. Hunter Pence coming over toward the line. and makes the catch. Hitters for the Phillies against Jackson here in the 6th. And the first walk of the game, and the leadoff man draws the walk. Utley, the oddities we see. And there goes Utley on the 3-2 pitch, grounded to for call. And Utley is going to go to third, safe at first, and out at third. Pujols wisely came off the bag because he wanted to get the lead runner, Utley, going to third base, and he did. He gave up first base gladly to get Chase Utley at third for the first out.
And if he stays on the bag to accept the throw and get the out at first base, Utley probably does make it to third base. But boy, Albert, out of his peripheral vision, saw Utley turn the corner at second, try to go to third base. Wisely stepped into the middle of the infield to take that throw from Furcall and guns out Chase Utley at third base. Heads up defensive play by Albert Pujols. Aggressive base running play by Chase Utley, maybe a little.
Here is the second baseman Terrio, who makes the short flip. Never seen any foul territory bigger than in Oakland. Here's a shot up the middle and a base hit by Matt Holliday. So Holliday has his second hit of the series. Had a pinch hit single earlier, and now Roy Oswalt with the 1-0 pitch in the air to center field. Victorino going back. Way back is Victorino. It's gone.
Top Busch Stadium, drive to deep straightaway center by David Freese. You mentioned it, Dick. He has been a big-time hitting prospect for this organization. He's had some health issues. When he's been healthy and playing regularly, he's got tremendous power as he proves on this drive.
Here's Utley on the medium hop, makes the play, and that'll do it. But not before David Freese does it again. 2-run double in the 4th, 2-run blast here in the 6th. The Cardinals lead 5-2 going to the 7th. Delivers a strike to Raul Ibanez here in the 7th inning. And in the switch, we will see the pitcher spot. Goes down. Phase 3 batters set them down, and now Octavio Dotel is on to face Placido Polanco. So how about Rhodes? He retired Ryan Howard in game 1, struck out Ryan Howard in game 2, and gets Ibanez on strikes on deck. Fly ball, right center field. John Jay is over, and Jay makes a catch. Lance Berkman cuts right in front of him. And a 1-2-3 inning. Their lead, that would be Friday night. And a masterful pitcher's duel would ensue. But here is Joe Blanton, who made 11 appearances during this. All the descriptions fit Red Shane Dean. Says Terrio grounds to Rollins, and that'll do it. And so Blanton comes in a 1-2-3 inning.
Salas during the regular season. Righties at 164.
Glode led the Phillies with 18 pinch hits, 5-2 game, and a ground ball, base hit to right field. So Ross Glode delivers as a pinch hitter to start the 8th inning, bringing up Jimmy Rollins to follow. And a balk is called against Salas, and Glode will advance to second. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Ross Glode.
Started his move there, started to turn his shoulders to get ready to go up into the set position. Stopped. And Angel Hernandez comes out from behind home plate to demonstrate exactly what Salas did wrong right there.
Game 2. And a shot handled by Terrio, and he looks the runner back to second. Alert, superb play by Ryan Terrio. Crowd appreciating as Rollins is thrown out, and Martinez held at second. The left-hander toiling for the Cardinals, and a slow hit roller, and it hits the bag. It's a fair ball. The throw to first, not in time. And runners at first and third as that ball hit the bag. And everyone is safe. Utley is on at first base, and Martinez advances to third. The 1-2. And the ball getting away from Molina. Here comes the runner home, and he scores. Martinez gets the run, and going to second base is Utley, and it is now 5-3. And the count 1-2 to Pence. And the Phillies squeeze in a run here. Not with a squeeze, but with the pitch getting away from Molina.
Big slider. Molina just comes up a little bit too much, allowing room underneath the mitt for that ball to get away. He can't immediately locate it. Martinez coming down that line at third had a real good look at where that pitch ended. And we saw Arthur Rhodes come in to face one batter, get his out, and exit the game. Probably the exact same thing for Mark Zepchinski here. His responsibility is to get big Ryan Howard.
He gets Howard. That ends the 8th. Phillies get a run, but the Cardinals still lead 5-3. 0-for-3 today will be facing Brad Lidge, who is making his third appearance of this series.
Lidge, a slider ball pitcher, has a good fastball in the low to mid 90s, but only uses it sparingly to set up that slider.
And Holiday strikes out, a 1-2-3 inning for Brad Lidge. 7,071. And Jason Mott is on, and the question is, can he set down the Phillies and force a 5th and deciding game Friday in Philadelphia? 3-2 pitch, ground ball. Pujols says, I'll take it, and he does. One gone in the ninth. Two down. And the looper into right center field, coming on and making the catch is John Jay. And the Cardinals have won it and have forced a deciding game Friday in Philadelphia. Cardinals win it 5-3. Jason Mott retires the side in order. And Tony La Russa gets a birthday present a day late. 67 yesterday. He'll celebrate tonight as the Cardinals force a deciding game.